Hello, welcome everyone for round two. This is round two because we did a whole stream where we thought it was working, but it was not. So if any of you want to go watch it, it's perfect for if you just need something to put on to fall asleep to, or if you just need to put on something to just chill. So it could be YouTube and chill. Just an idea. Um, but the what we were talking about in the first version of this was um, for anybody that wants to go to be able to hear it possibly there is a wonderful place where you could possibly buy something that would allow you to be able to hear it in some way or some better. And I know just the site that can give you the magical items to hear things or see things that are illegal and not pot or anything bad. And you tell them where they can get magical items that are not illegal and are not bad.
You can find these on my website in my link tree in my Instagram bio under the Fairy Cove.
And if you buy items from there, you may be able to hear it just by just if you get the right items. Try to find the right combination, and you will be able to hear it one way or another. Ooh. So, so, what we were talking about earlier was that the film Casper came out around the same year as uh, as Jumanji, and that it's great to watch one after the other, and that it takes place in the same universe as it, because where it takes place in Deary, Maine, Casper takes place in uh, friendly Maine,
Friendship,
or what was that? What?
Friendship, Maine.
Yeah, everyone who's listening, if we're a little fried, don't worry. We did not do drugs. We just did a whole live stream, and we're doing it all over again. So we just uh, we just have this. We got the second live stream in a row burnt. Ah, but um but yeah. So it just we found it interesting that that and that the and that they were that Friendship, Maine is in the higher end of the state where everything looks better, and it's more the preppy people live there. While in Deary, Maine, they don't get as much money from the state. It's almost like they're aware of the situation, and they're like, we'll give the money to the people that are dealing with the ghosts and not as much to the one dealing with the killer clown. So when you think about it that way, it makes sense that the state, or at least the government, was aware of it, or at least the state was like, kids keep disappearing, so we're not going to give them very much money for their stuff. But ghosts that stick that that ghosts we can handle, so we'll give the money to that section of the state. And the fact that they even reference it by a cat saying, well, by Dr. Harvey saying, uh, this is a nice place. This is a nice place, huh? And Kat saying, yeah, if you're Stephen King. And those who were listening, the Fairy King actually laughed at that joke the first time I said it. So yeah, but and we also mentioned that they also did a TV series, and after this, and the Fairy King said that you liked it, right?
Yes.
And that the and that then I explained how it was it would have turned into that they were going to do the second film, and that the TV show that came out afterward was basically would have been the second film, but everyone's careers blew up after this film, and so they only were going to do the second film if they brought everyone back, but they didn't. So, uh, so they turned it into a TV show instead, and that's what the TV show was. The second film, but turned into a TV show. Yeah. And don't worry, this all sounded better the first time we did it. Um, but um, but yeah. Is there anything else we covered in the first one that I'm forgetting in the second one?
Not that I'm aware of.
Uh, hmm. Do you think I should change the for anyone in the comments or anyone in the chat? Feel free to let us know if we should change the first stream to YouTube and chill. But I don't know. Uh, oh, I don't know how you all can do it. Two streams in a row, and we're burnt like a crisp, and we're 100% sober and still burnt. Yeah, maybe it's just the time. I can't see the comments. Has anyone said anything?
Actually, yes. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. The ghost of my
Oh, hi
interest.
Milton. What?
Milton Knowles says the ghost of my interest is here. Hello, Milton.
Hi Milton. Hi Milton. Man, there's quite a story there. It's actually pretty funny. There's many people, especially people that know Milton and people that know me, have said that Milton does look like me. Yeah, but yeah. So, isn't that right, Milton? Comment if you want.
Milton says hi there.
Well, how have you been, Milton?
Go ahead and talk. I'm watching the comments.
Okay. Well, I just asked how Milton's been doing. It's actually been what, a year? I think a year since I talked to Milton. Man, maybe longer.
Milton
That's
says
a long. Yeah,
Milton says I look like God incarnate, so it's great that you look like me.
that's been the joke. um, but uh, well, that just means you and me have great style. Isn't that right, Milton? Waiting on Milton. Do do do. Waiting on Milton. What should we do?
He says, "Style should be my middle name. Unfortunately, it's not. LOL."
Well, what did it say the last part was of of his name?
Of his name, the insane
Yeah.
witch king.
Then it would be IWK. So you're right. Style is not because that would be IWSK. Oh great! Oh great! Now we turned into Sesame Street. Milton, thank you. Waiting on Milton. Do do do. Waiting on Milton. But
And the letter of the day is W for Wumbo.
did he say that?
Yes, he said that. That's a quote from SpongeBob.
Oh, so Milton, what did you think of the movie Casper that came out in 1995?
Milton's slow tonight.
What?
I said Milton is slow tonight.
Or maybe he took my advice and is doing YouTube and chill. Waiting on Milton. Do, do. Waiting on Milton. What should we do? Waiting on Milton. Do, do. Waiting on Milton. What should we do?
Milton says, "Well, what time I watched it, I would have been about 4 or 5. I remember it was probably good, Whitley. I remember eating fish and chips and watching it."
Um, yeah, Milton, you're in the UK, right?
He's he's asking to join the stream.
Ah, hmm. Okay, I'll trust you, Milton. Uh, hold on. How do I do this? Uh, oh, invite guests. Okay, okay.
Milton is in New Zealand.
I don't know where to send you the link, Milton.
Would it post a link if we posted it in the comments?
Huh. Yeah, but then anybody could join. We don't want that. How do I add you, Milton? Put it in chat. Chat's a country. Oh, chat. Okay. Well, uh, Milton, but then anybody with a webcam could enter. I know the dangers of that. Hmm. Your call. Yeah, well, if there was a way that I could, I would, where I didn't have to put in the chat where anybody could see.
Milton is right, Monkey. It is your call of whether you want to put it in the chat or not.
Hmm. Do you have Instagram, Milton? I could send you the link. Make me a mod for 2 minutes and I can give you a link. I don't do Discord, Milton. No offense, Milton. No offense.
I can try to send him the link.
You have Discord?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, I don't see how to make somebody a mod. Hmm. Did he leave?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's just being patient and waiting. Monkey.
Right.
We're
I
on
said nothing,
camera. We're on camera.
but it's audio, so I did nothing wrong on camera. Ha.
I'm
There's
trying.
no report. There's no report feature for farts, so I just got a stupid boots to my public one, but
Give me 1 second. I will try to do this.
oh, okay. Hold on, Milton. So while we wait, Milton, what time is it there in New Zealand? Immoral? Milton, I thought you were a nice guy. Wow, I'm surprised. You're not a nice guy? Well, why are you not a nice guy, Milton? You don't have to. I was just asking. So, how has the world been treating you, Milton, since I last talked to you? Waiting on Milton, do do do. Waiting on Milton, what should we
Okay,
do?
pretty good. And minding my own business, getting some stuff done. Did a little bit of witchcraft work.
No, on anybody I know?
And since I don't know his Discord username, I can't find him. He says, no, just made a few hundred Lucky Charms and looked at a few things for people. Did some tarot card readings. Nothing interesting though.
Uh, Well, I have been minding my own business too, Milton. I have, as you know, you haven't seen me where we met. You haven't seen me there. You haven't seen me any at our mutual acquaintances. I've minded my own business too. I have my own reasons, but yeah, but I've minded my own business for probably a whole year now, if not longer. Yeah, maybe longer. I'm not sure. I think a year. Yeah, yeah, must have been. I must have been. Oh, so you're saying you took a few months off of YouTube?
Yes, he took a few months.
uh, I don't see that comment yet. Uh, mm, okay. You'll have to update me on what the comments say. But um, so Milton, what would you say that uh, uh, how uh, um uh how is oh I had a brain fart. Uh, um,
Yep, been busy doing stuff, made a little bit of money, living the good life.
well, well, that's good. That's good. You you always did deserve the good life, Milton. You 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 took the crap that people gave you, and you handled it really well. Is that word okay to say on here?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, you for the longest time you put up with that heckler, the one that always gave you a hard time. You would go on your friend's live, and you would get invited up, and you would talk, and then his friend came on. Remember? And he would give you such a hard time. And then you would get off, and he would still talk and talk and talk. about you. I was there, Milton. I was there. You put up with a lot of poop, and you still kept ticking.
Milton says, "Thank you, you're sweet. You're about to melt my cold, frozen little heart. God, there's a lot of hecklers. Most of them I have dealt with now."
What do you mean dealt with, Milton? Don't worry. I won't judge because I'm not that way. I don't judge if whatever you did. I'm sure they deserved it because yeah, you always got the most uh, poop thrown at you. So, but what was but if you care to explain, how did you get back at him? Uh, if you care to share.
Does his Instagram have Samantha K in front of his name, Milton Knowles?
I don't know. I only saw him live.
If so, I think I found his Instagram.
Oh, you'll have to ask him. Waiting on Milton. Do do do. Waiting on Milton. What should we do?
You just got yourself a theme song.
No, that would be rude. I'm respectful. I only say that when we're actually waiting on Milton.
Yeah, if that's his Instagram, I will send him the links there.
Well, can you make sure it's him? Nope, I don't have a Discord.
I have a Discord. My username is the Fairy King.
So while we wait for him to contact you, how long has Discord been around? Fairy King, how long has Discord been around while we wait for him to find your Discord?
Discord has been around since the early 2000s, maybe
I don't
longer.
have a Instagram. Oh, see, it's a good thing you did not send it. I don't have an Instagram, just Discord at Skype. Hmm. Well, what do you recommend?
Discord would be the best choice.
Well, could you find his?
I looked. I don't know his Discord username, so I
He
I'm not
could.
able.
He couldn't. He couldn't find it, Milton.
Got you, Milton. Um, it doesn't come up in the search. Hmm.
Did you read Milton's message?
Yes, I'm reading it. You're right, Milton. I should add the at sign. His is still not coming up. That's odd. If his is active, then it should come up in the search.
Well, this sure took a turn away from Casper Hill.
Hmm. Yeah, his is not showing up in the search for some reason.
Hmm. Searching for Milton. Do. Searching for Milton. We're trying to find you. Searching for Milton.
Yeah, I copied and pasted his Discord, but oddly enough, the search results is showing nothing.
The search for nothing. Zero is actually nothing. It's only a it's only a way to measure other numbers. Because zero is literally nothing.
Yes, Milton, I copied and pasted what you wrote and pasted it in the search bar. Hmm. Okay,
Did you find it?
I just sent him a friend request. There he is. Okay. Copy link. I just I just sent him the link.
Oh, okay. So while we wait for Milton to join, what What's the month that you remember watching Casper in first? Oh, guest. I see a guest. Milton. Okay. Add to stream. Everyone, a cameo, a cameo to the stream. The one and only Milton.
Greetings, mortals.
And greetings, Milton.
So, how's everybody hanging?
Uh, I would say, but I'm trying to be appropriate. We all can't be like we all can't be like Jim Carrey in the in Liar Liar.
Well, you can, but that won't be good.
Yeah. But so you were saying, so from what you were saying about when you watched it, it only was once. You only watched Casper once.
No, I've watched it a bunch of times, but the last time I remember watching it, I would have been like 4 or 5. Like, I actually ended up with it on DVD at one point, never watched it.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm actually
I
surprised they never came out. What?
I distinctly remember eating fish and chips, and for once I actually had fish with my fish and chips rather than a hot dog.
Rather than what?
Rather than a hot dog.
Oh, do you ever eat cheese toasties?
Yeah, actually, yeah. When I have cheese and I run out of other food, yeah. They're good with tomato sauce or tomato ketchup on top.
Yep. The Man, I gotta hand it to you. You always put up with the most, and you always came back. I um did you ever get those
Oh,
comic books you were waiting on?
what, me? Comic books? Don't think I've ever
Yeah.
ordered any.
Oh, okay.
That must have been a different handsome devil.
No, maybe no. No. I'm pretty sure it was you. I
There might have been spell books I ordered, so I order them all the time.
Oh, okay. It's been a while, Milton. It's been a year. Uh,
Oh, I don't
but
have a memory that lasts that long. My memory lasts 30 seconds at best.
uh, well,
My memory lasts 30 seconds at best.
uh,
My memory lasts.
well,
I'm just kidding.
well, I will say I watched you come alive and talk to your friend, and you always got reamed by a heckler, sometimes hecklers, but you
Oh yeah,
you
that. Yeah, I know that crowd. Yeah, I got into a bit of an argument with of a pretty dumb crowd that we were going around picking on
yes,
everybody.
yes, I watched that, and yeah, it was so weird, Milton. I went live, and somebody was like, "It's Milton," and I'm like, "No, I'm not Milton." The heckler
I'm pretty
told
sure that.
everybody I. The heckler told everybody I was you.
Nah, I'm pretty sure you don't look this handsome.
You really want? Okay, you want to play ball? You really? Okay, hold on. Look at that.
Yeah, you look nothing like me. I'm incredibly handsome.
Okay. Well, then the heckler was wrong. Isn't the best? Isn't that the best? Yeah.
I got the Merlin beard going on, long Merlin hair. I can say I'm 18 inches, but only the length of hair.
Oh, I got the beard too, but I'm having a poofy day. I'm having a poofy day.
Oh, don't have a poofy day, or if you do, don't go to a gym because that could end up in a lot of problems. Or is that a
Don't
puffy
go to
day? I
where?
can't remember. Never mind. I was making a really mean gay joke.
Uh,
Sorry, that was probably way too inappropriate. Uh, I'm inappropriate at the
well,
best of times, though.
yeah, I remember, Milton. I remember. I was on a lot of. I watched a lot of those live streams you were on. So yeah, you. Um. Do you still communicate with Vic?
What, Victor?
Yeah. Do you still communicate with Victor?
Oh, I haven't been on his channel for ages.
I know. That's when I saw you on there, and that's when I was. It was a year, Milton. It was a year.
Oh, god damn it. Has it been that long? Can't have been that long since I was
Yes.
last seen.
What? No. I saw you on there like 6 months ago. You were on there for a little. Oh no, it wasn't Fix. It was the other one. After, yeah, you. What happened was you were on Fix for the longest time, but then you kept getting bullied by Millard or Mallard. I forget his name. Uh,
I get bullied by
there's a
everybody.
yeah, but Mallard was really giving you a hard time. Every time he'd see me in the chat, he'd be like, "Hey, it's Milton." Every single time.
Oh, no.
But
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't even want to get into the friendly bullying with me. Me, like, it's just that's a place to stay away from at the best of times.
what? I'm not bullying you.
No. I mean, yeah, you don't want to get caught up in the middle of some of the pretend arguments I have with people, yet alone any of the real ones. Just tell them
Oh
to leave you
no.
the fuck alone. They normally should.
Oh yeah. That's why I stopped going and yeah and
Sorry about that.
it's okay. It's okay. There's actually another funny story. There's actually another one that I was on a live stream on somebody from the UK, and I was I was on camera, and someone at the end of it said your full name, Milton, your full name, and the person interviewing me had a look like his mouth dropped. I mean,
Oh,
a very
that might have
intelligent
been
man.
Cockney.
What?
I don't know what name he's going by now. That might have been Cockney.
Uh, well, hold on. It says something on the, what is that? Oh, something's in the private chat.
Oh, I said hi. I said hi. I'm here or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
his comment.
okay. Um,
I left an
yeah.
adorable message because I'm awesome.
Well, yes, Milton. You put up with a whole bunch of crap, and you didn't quit YouTube. You
Look, I
you came
I
back.
give worse. I give a lot worse than I get. Like 99% of the time, I deserve it.
But yeah, I honestly don't know how you could handle it. He really, I I saw you. I saw you get a lot of hate. So much. I mean, I cannot explain how many months I went on, Milton. I cannot explain how many months.
I'm a mean little hairy little troll. I live off hatred.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying the other person that kept calling me Milton every time I kept going in there.
I'd
Yeah,
say I'm sorry,
every
but
single,
it is I'm sorry
every
you're getting
single.
shit for me though.
Well, no, for like months. I went there nightly, Milton, nightly, and every single night that I would join, that one and Vic's thing would always say, "Hey, it's Milton." Every single night for months, Milton, for months. Ah,
Oh,
you
it's freaking
you were
hilarious.
famous. Yeah, you were famous because
I
I
still am
I
when I watch
heard
it.
your name nightly because they kept. And yeah, you should have seen that interview where he was really surprised. I mean, the person waited till the end of the stream, the end of the thing, and the interviewer was trying to end the stream, and then up comes the comment of your name, and this intelligent guy just his mouth drops, and he doesn't know what to do. It puzzled him, Milton, just because he saw your full name.
Oh god, that's funny.
Yeah, it was the only interview that your name caused silence, where where he looked like one of those ventriloquist puppets that the person is not doing anything.
Oh, some of the
Yeah.
occult groups I was with my old channel's name, I'd make them shit their pants. I had
Uh,
20 something K subscribers, and like they would literally shit their pants if I showed up. So all I'd have to do is go, oh no, actually you're referring to 14th century witchcraft, not 16th. I understand the confusion. It comes from this, and they just shit their pants and fucking block me. Like
well, if
I'd
I
never
did
get.
that, oh,
Oh, sorry.
if I did that, I would just pause the stream and put on a new pair, Milton.
Oh yeah, no, it was my old channel was hilarious, but it got too big and it got annoying.
Oh, that's what he said.
Yeah. When it gets too big, it gets uncomfortable for everybody involved.
Probably
What? Too
not the
much
same.
information?
Probably what?
Too much information? No, just kidding.
Uh, no, I'll keep it PG, but I've been to those beaches, Milton, and worse. So, yeah, much worse. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't turn into the monkey just because I walk in rainbows and sunshine. I've seen poop, and let's just say you don't. Never mind. I won't say anymore. I could, but yeah. Um, I uh, so uh, Milton, did you watch the TV show of Casper?
Not yet, but now that I know there is one, I'm definitely going to watch it. If I remember.
Yeah, it actually was going to be this. It was the script for the second movie, but right after that, do you remember what happened right after Casper came out?
Shoot, I'm not that
Independent.
old. I'm only
Oh,
28. No, not really.
no. You just have to go into a video store to know what happened. After Casper came out, then Independence Day came out for Bill Pullman's career, and then the for Christina Ricci, That Darn Cat came out. So by the time the writers had finished writing the script, their careers had all shot up. It's like they had gotten really big careers and they were doing other projects. So they the studio was not going to back in those days, it was not like how it is now. They did not want to recast. either they get the original cast back or they just scrapped it and they were like, we have the script, we can turn it into a TV show. And they turned it into an animated TV show. It was kind of
Oh,
like yeah,
is
it
that
was
why
kind of
that
like
anime came out when I was a kid?
what?
Is that why the anime came out when I was a kid about Casper?
I think so. Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. But I like I said in the well, Milton, did you see the first live stream?
Unfortunately, no. I haven't been
Well,
busy all day, but I've been making myself busy.
uh, I got to tell you the funny thing. So we did a full live stream on Casper. It was a half an hour long, and uh, Fairy King, how about you tell him what happened?
We did the whole live stream, and turns out we didn't end our Instagram phone call, so there was no.
Sorry, I was just giggling.
So there was no audio for the whole thing.
Fair enough. Shit
So,
happens.
yeah. But then I flush it. Oh, hopefully that wasn't too inappropriate.
Honey, don't worry about it. It will be fine.
Oh, or are you being sarcastic? I can't tell.
YouTube's fine as long as you keep it PG-13. So yeah.
Well,
So you can get away with a lot.
uh,
Evidently
I
unacceptable.
just, I just didn't know if talking about flushing poop down the toilet was appropriate or PG-13, Milton. I've never
But
talked about that on live.
I think poop is eight plus. But if you start saying the S word referring to it, that's when it starts to reach 12 plus.
Oh, okay.
Don't quote me, I'm not an expert, I'm making up numbers.
Well, uh, if you want to turn on. No, never mind. I won't mention it. That's more than PG-13. Okay, so uh, so Milton, how um, oh, I had another brain fart. Oh, speaking of that, sorry for the other fart, Milton. I didn't mean to. I'm sitting like an Indian.
That's
It just
completely
came out of nowhere.
immoral. That's completely
Well, I
immoral.
didn't know.
I can't believe you did that. Nobody in the entirety of history has ever done anything like that before, ever, even in their own privacy. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're being sarcastic.
To shame. To shame. I call shenanigans.
Well, I call it came out of nowhere.
Uh, Look, I can't smell it, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Look, you're nowhere near me.
Um,
If I could smell it, that would be a concern, actually.
so
Why are you sneaking up on me?
so since you're from New Zealand, Milton, did you end up watching or did you happen to spot the cast of any of the Lord of the Rings films?
Um, Unfortunately, none of them came down to my region, and I didn't go up to them. Plus, I
Well,
was
they would
too
all
young.
they from what I heard, they all were the only time they went into town was when they went to the pubs.
Oh well, I was definitely too young. Because what? How long ago was
Oh,
the Lord of the Rings films done?
I have no idea. I bought the box sets and I was done with it.
Yeah, like I might have been
I
in
watched them
boarding
with.
school still at the latest Lord of the Rings
Uh,
film, and when the Hobbit films came out, I was on the opposite side of the
uh,
country.
Man, I love boarding schools, the places that create the most interesting people. Once you agree, Milton,
What's that?
I love boarding schools, the places that create the most interesting people. Once you say Milton,
Yes, murderers, hooligans, and thugs. I mean, yeah, it makes interesting people.
I'll keep it a PG-13, Milton. So I could have said something like that, but yeah, I was trying to be sarcastic. But
Yeah,
let's just say
we,
let's just
we never
let's just
we
say
never committed
what.
crimes. What are you talking about? There was nobody beaten it within an inch of their life with socks full of soap. I didn't witness anything like that.
I'm raising my hand, Milton. I'm raising my hand, but that's a different story. That's a different story. Uh, yeah, yeah, I just say, wouldn't surprise me if people I knew were from boarding schools, Milton. I mean, from a time part of me can't remember, and part of me can, and yeah, yeah, it's, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
there are
but don't
stories I
worry.
can tell you. There are stories I can tell you that would not be appropriate for your channel.
Well, there's stories I could tell you too, Milton, that you'd probably agree with, but who knows? Maybe we actually met each other in the past. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me because, yeah, I've had a very interesting, in a sarcastic way, past. So yeah, very.
I I think the people that taught me my main morals were literally ex-convicts.
Well, that's why I said I probably met you in the past. It
Hey,
wouldn't
but
surprise me.
all in all, good people. Surprisingly good people. Like you'd be surprised. Bulk of good people you even meet have had really rough or bad lives. The bulk of bad people you meet have had really easy lives, and I've got a funny feeling there's a correlation.
All that went right over my head. Phew.
Uh, just blame the Smurfs. I do.
Well, I hated those movies. I don't like those movies at all. I would rather watch Trolls, the third one, the World Tour, 14 times than watch any of those Smurf movies.
But the Smurfs are
Uh,
great. I like Grumpy.
well, the cartoon's different, but I didn't like the movies, Milton.
That's sad.
Well, yeah, I felt sad whenever I watched the Smurf movies.
Uh, look at the bright
But,
side.
yeah,
I can look at the bright side. I'm not currently forcing you to watch them.
that's good, Milton. Um,
Uh, just grabbing my
just think,
Coca-Cola for the evening. Sporting my
just
Coke
think,
habit.
Milton. What? Oh, I got. If I make quote Captain America from the Avengers, I got the reference.
Um, actually, there would be a good alternate universe one of it. It's where what's her face becomes Captain America instead. But that would be a good one-off movie. But it'd be kind of cool if they both met up.
Well, yeah, that's actually going to happen. They're actually going to
Yeah.
make that Haley Atwell. Uh, um, oh, I forget what they called her. Man, I have the figure. Actually, I have the figure and the pops. Yes, I'm a fan of her. Yeah. Heck, I even have her season on I even have her season on Blu-ray. Carter. Carter.
Yeah, Agent Carter was good, and that was actually real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I own the Blu-ray version and Milton. I had to spend a fortune to get not the Disney version, but back. Remember when first it was on ABC?
Ooh, ABC. I
Yeah.
don't remember my ABCs. You should enlighten
Well,
me.
no, it was on the ABC network. You know, like how there used to be the USA network and TBS. There was a
Okay,
net.
I know about the ABC network. That's where I watch all my comedians. The USA
Oh, okay.
network.
There was a one called ABC, and it actually produced it, and it came out, and it's on the package. So it says on network television it came out on that network. I got that version of it from like when it first released on Blu-ray, the very first time before Disney bought Marvel. So back then it was only on that network. So the network helped come out with the Blu-ray release of it. So I got that one. And uh, back before everything said from the Marvel universe. So this one, when each episode gets done, it says, I think it says like the network that it was done on. But yeah, I've got the Blu-ray. I've got the oh, what is that one? It's a big figure. I forget what it's called, but it's a large figure of her. I got all the pops that came out that have her on it, even the exclusive ones. And yeah, I'm excited for the movie. I Do you realize this could be the way they bring back Black Widow?
Yeah, but Black Widow's boring. She doesn't have any superpowers apart from being the most badass bitch ever. Who would want to watch that? That would
Well,
suck.
anybody that has a crush on her. But well, I agree. The only thing she could really do was acrobatics and fighting. But I mean, heck, even Happy could only do boxing. Remember, they were actually in the same battle together in Iron Man 2. Uh, because remember, Happy brought her to that building, and she was kicking everybody's butt, and Happy was just beating the crap out of that one guy.
Weirdly,
Oh,
I do have some memories, and I think this is my earliest introduction to Black Widow, and it was in Avenger comics. Is Elizabeth being mean to me as she was reading me comic books? That would have been that might have been at Glenelg or actual high school.
uh,
Glenelg's where they send all the sick kids because we need breaks from our families. Yeah.
Milton, you would hate how they're representing boarding schools now. It's they showed one in a new show, and let's just say it got it to where it was kind of like the ending was like Lord of the Flies. Milton. All It ended with all the students coming out and jumping up and down, acting like the Lord of the Flies, and it was horrible, Milton. Horrible. They had rock music playing. It's like it would turn into a music video for the Pips.
Well, I hope
Yeah,
they had fun with that. Like, what the fuck?
yeah. In the background, they must have been playing blasting hard rock music or just rock music because they were all dancing around while the adult looked like she was Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, what I remember from boarding school is I got in trouble for having age house Manson song on my laptop because that was highly inappropriate. None of the other teachers complained except the fucking social studies homeroom one. It was like none of the others complained, but because she took over, well, she was one of the people in my dorm. I had to sit there with the IT guy for about half an hour as he made sure that there was nothing else inappropriate on my device. That or my dad would have had to come for, and that wouldn't have been good.
Uh,
Yeah, that's their response to inappropriate music is, yeah, stomp it out.
well, that could also be said for something they do a lot in America, Milton.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh
yeah, that
yeah. Like I got a
but
lot of stories about boarding school. It was fun though.
uh, um, well, uh, let's just say I have stories I could tell you too, but let's just say one or two may have to do with a board, if you know what I mean.
Oh, the board of directors or the punishment board.
While keeping
One
it
of them's a
PG
stupid.
13, add water to that, and you get the two.
Oh, were you? Oh,
Yeah.
I remember a couple of kids that were telling me. Luckily, I had my. Well, I had use of the teacher's bathroom at designated times, so I didn't have to shower with other students. But I heard a few stories of other students getting wet towels stuck over their face and the shower turned on.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna say I have a sad life, but let's just say you don't get shrunk down to one step lower on the evolutionary thing, Milton. By being around nice people. I
Oh, they all the kids I was by were lovely. They were very nice to me when I took up weightlifting.
uh,
Up until then, I'm not talking about, but they were nice to me after that.
okay, but yeah. All I will, yeah. Oh, the let's just say I've seen the worst of humanity, and it's not pretty, Milton. People can be really mean to you, really mean.
Oh
But I will
yeah,
say
yeah. There's
uh,
kind of an unofficial support group on that on my Discord, and
uh,
let's just say a few things I've had to talk to my therapist about afterwards, and I'm glad I could help them. But yeah, like a couple of them needed to know when I say I need a break from horrible stuff, I need a break. Whoa, that got yeah.
yeah. Well, uh, let's just say when most people was in the hospital for 2 weeks, I was in there for 9. So yeah, people can be mean and hurtful. And I'm not talking about words, Milton. Spent 9 weeks in the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been I've been in a hospital for actually a pretty long period of time as a result of my brother broke most of the bones on one side of my body because he was bored. Pretty much.
Well, why do you think I have such a long beard, Milton? I would look very weird without it, and people would have questions. And so let's just say
I
it's one of the perks of having the beard people don't see. You know.
I was unable to grow one till I was like what 18, 19, and my body started actually accepting testosterone. So it was pretty cool when I actually grew a beard.
Uh,
And I literally have no idea what my face looks like now without it. That's not a
I
metaphor. Like, I don't think I have a chin. I haven't seen it. I
well,
haven't
if you
seen it in
want to
eight
see one,
years.
uh,
What's that?
well, um, uh, um, so Milton, what do you collect now?
Me. Okay. A lot of people ask me not to talk about my collections, but I collect rocks, fossils, animal skulls. Been getting a
Oh,
little bit into
then
animal hides.
wait.
Um,
Oh, okay, okay. Um, what is your? eh, oh, I have a great idea. How about in the future? Maybe I could see if the Fairy King could add you to. Wait, I did he drop off? Did the King drop off? I
I
think he
don't know,
did.
but I'll throw him on my Discord. And see. Well, I'll give him an invite. He can come in if he wants to.
Uh,
So I got a pretty
but
cool Discord group. I will admit
oh,
we are a bit rough there, and there's kind of a policy depending on what room you're in. You're allowed to say whatever you like. Well, you expected
uh,
to.
well, um, um, but I will try to see if I can get him to send you the invite for if I do a. I think I might do a. Uh, I'll send you a message in the private chat about my next one. I'm thinking of doing. But yeah, I think you will like it. But but
Give me a heads up if I have to study pop culture and stuff. For it because yeah, normally I need to at least refreshing myself on things that's about that.
uh, okay. Well, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that, Milton. Um, but uh, do you
But
do you got some do you got something going on soon, or do you got still got time to talk?
I got time to talk for at least another 72 hours if the thunderstorm keeps up. But yeah,
If
I'm
oh
free all night,
oh
baby.
oh I man, I gotta tell you though, that was one interesting thing about 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 Vix was remember they always gave people a hard time about it. They were like, "Night for you, it's morning for us." You know.
Oh yeah,
Sorry. Yeah,
yeah.
it's been a while.
Like
Oh
I got
my.
something I got something to do when the weather clears up. But yeah, nobody's going to be
Oh,
bothering me until after the weather clears up.
okay.
See, I
Oof.
kept it PG. I kept it PG. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you. I if you heard I was dealing with my own thing, I got to because of my past when the barometric pressure hits, it just oh do you got the Milton when the barometric pressure changes, your whole skull feels like it's on fire?
um. Oh, I get hot and cold feelings coming from where my skull is split open.
Yeah, I've
It's
been dealing with that recently because it changed again. Barometric pressure. It just you know how it feels when the weather changes and it just makes your skull feel all different in your mind. You have to your head just feels weird for a bit, you know?
oh yeah. Ooh, if your head feels funny and it's messing with you a bit, I've always found good protocol for that one is getting up, going for a walk to the kitchen, getting a drink of water, and deliberately doing
But
that
then I
slowly. I
uh,
yeah.
well, but then I'd have to buy a new pair of pants, Milton, if I went to the kitchen every single time I felt that way, I'd look like somebody I cannot mention on here. But he was very famous for selling subs. But first name, never mind, I won't mention him. But let's just say he's
You're
in
not
a.
talking about
He's
Nimrod, are you? No.
no, 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 no. Talking about a certain guy named Jared.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to look like him.
Right, 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 right. Yeah. Nope, nope, I don't. I don't. I'm just saying if I went to the kitchen every time I every time the barometric pressure changed, I would. So I'm I don't. I don't. But thank you. I I had just but so Milton, what made you decide to take some time off of YouTube after being able to put up with all the heckling for all those months?
Oh, I had a build up of work, and I just did my crap I needed to do. Like my yeah, it just built up and took a. For once, I actually did summer work rather than just winter work. This is actually supposed to be my busy time, and it's like finally things laid off. Basically I got lazy and I had shit I needed to do. Like
Oh,
I had I had a bunch of items that people wanted identified, a few items that they wanted to make sure that there was nothing inside them, spiritually identified, not like telling you what they are. So I did a little bit of research into them. Yeah, so then I had a few dozen rituals that built up that I was getting around to. Shortly, I'll be finishing off a few things I was supposed to make, and I will be probably finishing off the last thing in my backlog, which is something for Ethan, which I've been wanting to put some time towards. Um,
uh, Ethan's
yeah,
a good guy.
you know Ethan Ross.
Uh, let's just say Vic talked about him.
Might have been a different Ethan because I'm not sure if Ethan like Ethan Ross is a he'd hate me saying this. He's a hippie guy that's in the occult community. I don't think he
Oh,
knows Vic.
maybe it was Mallard that talked about him. Remember, he was into all that stuff too. Remember,
He probably
the one that.
does. Yeah, Ethan's a little
Oh,
infamous, so no, yeah, you might.
yeah. Oh no. What I'm saying is that I can't think of his screen name, but something close to Mallard, the heckler that always gave you the rough time. He remember he would go on live stream and he would do that till he was so drunk that he ended up being told by Vic, "Go to sleep, get off and go to sleep."
Yeah, lol.
He he'd be slurring his words, and Vic would be like, "Get off live, go to sleep." Um,
That's everybody there, including me. Like I'd get high off belladonna and hemlock.
but
Yeah, those are evidently not good for you, but people keep telling me they're not good for me, but it's like, hey, it's good for you. It keeps me from being in enough pain to act violently.
um,
Oh, no, not a skelly bones and a creeper.
uh,
Oh, sorry, I'm playing the Minecraft.
oh, yeah, I heard they got like a new game coming out or an update to
Oh
Minecraft,
yeah,
right?
the cherry blossom update. Everybody's looking forward to that, and it's like, yeah, because yeah, when you're making themed areas, like there is a couple limitations, and I'm looking forward to. Oh, what's it called? There's an anime thing. I can't remember the name of the anime, but there is an anime theme that I want to do because it's a gory as hell anime, and it would be pretty fun to do. I don't watch many
I
of them. I'm
think
not a weeb.
I think I know the one you're talking about, but it's inappropriate to say on here, I think. But yes, I know of all the gory ones. Yeah. Um, but I will
Yeah,
say
because
that,
I don't want to watch it
well,
without making it. Sorry, I don't want to make the area without making a giant cherry tree first.
yeah. Oh, man, man. Uh, hmm.
We can mention the names of them, can't we? Because it's just Goblin Slayer.
Oh, yeah. Um, but and if Fairy King was on here, I'd start a new live and we could talk about anime. But I think he's asleep right now.
Oh
Uh,
no, I, I, I don't know a lot about anime. Trust me. I
oh,
know about what Rio called at the moment. I literally have a list so I don't forget names ones I like,
oh,
and it isn't even at this
oh,
house.
oh. That's right. Yeah, you have like three houses, right, Milton?
No, I just have my partner has her house and I have my house. Technically, I
Oh,
paid
there
for
was
her house.
two. Oh, okay.
Sometimes I stay at mum and dad's.
Yeah, that was the third.
Yeah, yeah. It just depends how well I'm. It just depends how well I'm doing and how much I need monitoring. Haven't needed a lot of monitoring. I shouldn't need any in future because they've actually, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I got a bit of a weird thing going on, and it's something they should have tested for, and yeah, it just turns out that it's sort. They got me on one pill once a day, and that should sort it. And after a while, I should only need that every now and again. And after that, if I do have any bad problems, it's one pill in the morning, one at night, and it should solve all the issues. And I can't
yes.
remember what it is, but it's only a mild immunosuppressant. It's like yeah, it's a targeted one too,
Yeah.
so like I still won't get sick. Like
Um,
most of my health problems was my own body rejecting itself. Even I
uh,
hate me.
well, yeah, well, hmm, that's very
Do you
deep,
play
Milton.
Minecraft?
I used to, but I I got scared by the creepers. Those
Well,
zombies that
I'm
came around
building.
going, those they kept finding me. I kept making these wonderfully intricated things, and I would make these doggone inside the mountain caves and all this stuff, and then I'd be, getting supplies, chopping down trees and stuff, and then they'd come through the doggone wall. You know, just
Um,
it
they
was
can't
fun.
come
It
through.
was
I don't know how long ago you were playing. They can't come through the wall anymore because if that was the case, I would not be playing. Like holy shit. I
yeah,
have my limit. I have my limits. Even in something that's highly animated, I have my limits. Like that's my limit. Um,
yeah. I played it when it like first came out, and it was creepy, Milton. It was creepy. The noises they made were so loud, Milton. Those zombie creatures, and they were smart, Milton. They were smart. It's like they would see I climbed up on there, and you would see their head actually look up right at me. When I built this thing, I built like tons of blocks. I built like a little pyramid that I would climb up, and then I would remove the blocks, and they just look up at me. And then I try to wait them out, and then I build the thing back down to go out, and they'd be around the corner, Milton.
Well,
Those,
my base
those,
goes my base underground goes from the 0 block all the way up to a mushroom island, and the mushroom islands don't get creepers and things, and I could get you set up there.
man, you're lucky, Milton. It was creepy for me. I couldn't get away from them. I would sometimes it would be like I would go like I would get lucky. I would go like 9 hours, and then like the 10th hour, boom, they find me again. But it's like I would go from like 9 hours to then I would try again, and then it's just so unpredictable when I would find them or not. I never knew when they were going to turn up, Milton.
Well, look, don't worry, I'll protect you. They'll never get you now.
Yeah, because I got rid of the game. Yeah. Now the only zombies I watch are on The Walking Dead.
No, I'm scared of real life zombies. Like you have to deal with them every day. Like, especially
I own
if you're
it.
getting
Oh, what?
fast food. Real
Yeah.
life
Well, let's
zombies. Have
just
you never been? Like
what?
there's one group you go to, right? You'll order some food, and they literally have zombies behind the counter. I believe they're called fast food workers. Scares me, man.
Oh,
I shouldn't say that. That was mean. It's
oh.
an old McDonald's joke.
Well,
Right?
um,
Yeah.
um. So, what do you like to make for a snack, Milton, when you are gonna be up for a while and you have to make something? If you have a large project you have to do, what's your what's your number one favorite thing to make before you start a project?
Oh, normally make a giant chicken sandwich. Chicken barbecue sauce, cheese if I'm not going to get caught out for it. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. Eat
Um,
half of that. Eat the other half. Eat half of that. Eat the other half at about 4 a.m. and get back to doing work.
cool. It's the weirdest thing, Milton. I can't remember half of what I eat, but I can remember every single time Vic would order from the that one place. What was it? It was a coffee place. Oh, what? Dunkin' Donuts. Remember? He would order the coffee, and he would order the other stuff, and he would get it delivered to his place
Oh
from I
God,
think it was
why didn't I make fun of him for
what?
that? That sounds like poor people's food.
Wait, can you say
Duncan,
that again? I couldn't understand what you said.
I just said, why didn't I make fun of him for that? That sounds like poor people's food.
He he would get so excited. He was like, "Hey, everybody, hold on, stop." He would tell his friend to stop talking, Mallard or whatever his name was, to stop talking because he was like, he was like, I need to go to the door. My Dunkin' Donuts is here, and he would go to the door, pick it up, and then he'd be like, "Talk amongst yourselves. I'm eating my Dunkin' Donuts." Or I think it was the coffee. I don't know. It's been a while, but it was the funniest thing. And then
Did
if
something
there was
happen to
silence
it?
for what?
Did something happen to it? Because I haven't been watching this channel for a while.
I haven't either. For reasons I'd rather not get into, but
Don't get
he
into them. What are you talking about? No, just
okay.
kidding.
Thank you. Um, but but I will say, last I heard, he got pretty famous by his comic. Remember that one he was working on? That But
God, he was
what
working on a
about the
couple of them. Is it that one
uh
with the chick with the skeleton bone bra? I'm horrified that that's the only part I remember.
yeah, yeah, the oh, I forget what it was. It was like a barbarian type of thing. Remember? It
Yeah, rip off of
actually had
Conan the Barbarian.
yes, 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 yes. He actually got
I
featured
mean, an
on the
original
Mandy. He got
creation.
what?
I was just favoring the joke. Never mind. You carry on.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm
um,
excited.
oh, yeah. He wait, you're what?
I said sorry. I'm excited. I'm a
Oh,
little hyped up
he
today.
actually. Oh, uh, he he actually got featured on the Mandy Summer Show.
Okay, who's Mandy Summers?
The one that later on turned into the one where she says she can't say the word on here, but she had it in her image saying she does. Never mind. I can't say it on here, but she was a very famous. She probably still is, but it's like she and other people talk about comics. But it's like she has so many followers, and everybody watches her stuff, and they talk about comics. But it's got into a very raunchy show where it's very raunchy. But he was even featured on there. But yeah, last I heard he was doing very good. But maybe what happened is he just got very rich. I don't know, but I don't know. But I will say the other guy treated you nicer. I forget his name. He was the friend. Remember he had white hair and a white beard. Remember? He was famous for the
Oh,
chair streams.
yeah. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Old fella sprays mosquitoes. I know his name. I do know
Yes.
his
Yes.
name.
Yeah.
I do know his name, but fuck, sorry.
Yeah.
Without his face, I
I
can't remember.
I always loved it when, like, remember his chair streams would go like 6 or 9 hours, and then for everyone that was still there, he would get close to the camera and say, da 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 da. That's all, folks.
I never sat through one of the whole cheer streams. Like a couple of them showed up, but I have a
It was the
life.
fun. Yeah. Well, well,
Oh, he'd go on how some of those cheer streams were his most popular streams, and he doesn't know why.
yeah. Well, um, well, I will say uh I don't know I will say I
Goddamn
would
creepers!
what what
Sorry, I got blew up. I got blew up
by
by a
who?
goddamn creeper.
Oh,
A
okay,
goddamn
okay.
creeper. Green bomb boy.
See, I told you that. See, I told you they're creepy. They come out of nowhere.
I got it set up so I can't lose stuff at the moment, so that's good.
Uh,
Best I can go in rounds to make it like creative mode.
uh, and by the way, it was easy to do that thing because he would start it like it's different in America, Milton, because by the time his stream would be done, it was still dark out. So you could still have a life and still catch the end of his chair stream. It um but it's different in America. But
Yeah, because
it was
I was watching a lot of those channels when I was recovering and crap.
yeah,
They're pretty
Vic
good channels
uh
too.
Vic really respected you, and he was but he never stopped people from talking bad about you either. But
Oh no,
so
that's because I'm what you call a pedigree arsehole.
uh,
Like if you want to talk shit about somebody, talk shit about me. I can take it.
uh, well, we let's just say uh, you may have talked poo for a few hours, but Mallard, he got you beat. He got you beat. He could stretch things out about you for a long time. Milton, how do you think I knew you had 3 houses? uh,
I don't have 3 houses.
but
I don't even have one. Technically, my missus is the only one with a well. Technically, I own it, but yeah, like she's the only one with a house. I rent.
well, I knew about her too. Mallard said a lot of stuff about you over the months, but I was trying to be polite.
Ooh, polite. Oh no, don't do that. People won't respect you. Got to be rough and tumble.
Okay, grrr.
Got to throw rocks at the glass. Got to throw rocks at glass houses and then retreat to your own glass house.
Uh,
It's fun when everybody has
oh,
cuts from glass.
I did, Milton. I did.
But by the way,
Ugh.
never take any of my advice seriously.
What? What?
By the way, never take any of my advice seriously unless you keep me talking about the occult stuff.
Oh. Uh, well,
You should
what
get a
about that?
Discord. You should get a Discord and you can make a server for your channel. It's actually good, can be good for advertisements. Sometimes it's not, but it's also good just to hang out with your friends.
I don't know how to do that, Milton. I tried Snapchat and I got confused.
Um, Sit down with somebody to download the Discord app onto a device, and once you got it, seriously, you don't need to remember passwords or anything. It's good if you got them written down though.
Uh,
And you should have one, and yeah, just befriend somebody, and you can share links and stuff, and even make your own Discord server.
uh,
Mine's labeled as private, but that's only because I like it invite only. So that means at least you got to
uh,
know somebody in there. That way, I
okay.
don't.
Well, how about this? I'll, I'll think on it. I don't know. I don't know. My head's, but you give me a
Like,
lot to think about, Milton.
and yeah, are you okay? Because you do sound like you. I'm not trying to be mean, but you do
And
sound like you got
like I'm what?
foggy brain, like headache or something going on.
Barometric pressure, Milton. I'm as sober as a tree.
Oh no, don't worry. I call it jelly brain. I go jelly brain quite often myself, and it's just body
Uh,
chemistry.
that's one of the reasons why I don't really do, that's, uh, if you look on the live streams I've done, I mean, heck, when I do interviews, I end up sleeping a lot of hours just so I'm in the best mental capacity. And then after the live stream, I just crash. Because, yeah, it takes a lot out of me. It's,
Oh, I don't even
uh,
do live streams because I've crashed in the middle of filming videos, and my videos are only 10 minutes long.
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes 45, depending how I feel.
yeah. So I understand completely what you're talking about, how when our bodies have been through a lot, that doing a live stream, being on camera can just really make you crash like crazy. Uh, I understand, Milton. Yeah.
Oh, it's sitting upright in the chair that does it to me. Like I can
I
handle
know.
standing, walking, but I can't
Yeah,
handle
I
like
actually,
just sitting normal.
yeah. There was one, there was one interview I did when I had to end it because I did this on the stream, Milton. I said, I, I was crying out in pain. I was like, and then the person was like, "Are you okay?" And then it was like, "No, I gotta go. It's my ass." And then I ended the call because my
Oh
ass was
no!
killing me. Yeah, my ass was killing me. Yeah,
But it sounds like you got the shits.
I don't know how that's one, but um, no,
God,
I just been
I was so funny with that.
I sat on it for 3 hours, Milton. For 3 hours, I sat on I sat on my butt, and after 3 hours, it was in complete agony. So yeah,
I'm taking
uh,
you to my office. I'm taking you to my office after hour too. Like I'm gonna start working on prepping for everything that I need to get done. Like I might show you the skulls there, but it's like I'm not sitting in my room for that long.
I wasn't asking you to, Milton. Um,
Oh no, I'm just sorry. I was just relating to you. Like if like yeah, like I get where you're coming from. Like sitting around for a long period of time sucks.
yeah, that's why that's why I would have to sleep for hours and hours just to have enough energy to do those live streams. And yeah, it really, yeah. Um, but yeah, yeah, just being through a lot can make it so that when blood pressure hits, you're just, I mean, it's the worst. It's almost as bad as the night terrors, Milton.
Oh god, you get them too.
Yes. Can we get in trouble if we spell words on here?
Look, you can say pretty much anything you like. You just got to avoid N word. If you say too many F words, you won't get monetized. But unless you're monetized, you don't have to worry about that.
Well, let's just say the bad people I was. Let's just say I trusted the wrong person, and I was. Oh, what do you call something when you? I don't know if I could say it on here, but let's just say. Let's just say 50 Shades has nothing on me.
Ooh.
The person in 50 Shades, she was a she was a submissive, but I was something else. And let's just say I was with
Yeah,
it was
it's not
it
good to
was
talk about snuggles on here.
what?
It's that it's not good to talk about struggle snuggles on YouTube because that's not going to go down well.
Oh, okay. Did I say anything that'll get me in trouble yet?
No. Like no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was careful, Milton. I was careful in how I
By
worded
the
it.
way, I'm behind on the list of things that you're not supposed to say. So yeah.
Oh, so you think I might get in trouble?
Look, you're not. Look, okay. The worst case scenario is if you're saying bad words and shit, is you're going to get demonetized. If you're not monetized, you don't have to worry about it. The other next step is you'll get a warning, and the next step after that you'll get a strike. They don't just remove the channel, unless you're
Okay.
talking about
Well,
active crimes.
about what?
Unless you're talking about active crimes, as in
Oh,
as in
no,
plans
no,
to
no.
Rob will
No.
move next week. That was
Oh.
an example.
Well, heck, I won't even talk about the current person never mind, never mind. I won't say it. But so from the so you were talking about you get a lot of those books. How um, what's your favorite book that you got?
Um, the the Sorcerer's Creed is the one I use the most because that's exactly what I want. It's the Icelandic magical symbols, but the
Oh,
one I like the most would have to be the one that introduced me to it. No, I have not read the medicine side of it yet, which is a bit of embarrassing at this stage because I've had it for years. It would
uh,
have to be the Golder book, the Icelandic book on magic, because
oh,
that is a beautiful translation. Now, there's a little bit of dark stuff to it that I'm not a big fan of. Um, well, outside of historical interest, which yeah, like I suppose I am a fan of it, but for just seeing what kind of spells people did, and yeah, it's mostly because I'm into mostly the historical side of witchcraft and things. Now I do practice it, but and I don't normally talk outside of my practice, but for the most part, I'm
yeah,
what they call an armchair cultist these days.
yeah. So, what did you think of well, heck, I'll mention on here because there's not enough in it to really do a whole stream on it. But what did you think about the depiction of that culture in the Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost?
Scooby Doo of the Witch's Ghost.
Yeah, that was the one where the author, voiced by Tim Curry, got the Scooby Gang to come down to prove that his great 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 grandmother was not a witch but a spiritual healer.
Was it Halloween themed?
It's kind of, he ended up getting their help, and Velma helped, and let's just say, with the witch ended up coming back, and but
And
it was a good. I,
there was a female rock
it,
band in it too, wasn't there?
yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that was one of their Halloween specials. I don't know much about that culture. I honestly just thought it was American culture, and I liked it.
Yeah. Well, they were into what you were, but they used the spells to help their voice. Like they would use it for like a healistic one. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they would.
It's not a real representation of any historical practices I'm familiar with, but in the more modern communities, people that will sodomize themselves with a cactus in those communities. So
Ooh,
yeah,
is that PG? Is that PG-13, Milton?
I kept it PG-13. I think maybe.
Okay, okay, Milton. I don't know what that word is.
Um, it's an intellectual word for relations.
Well, I hope that's not on the list, Milton.
I'm pretty sure that one ain't on the list. You get away with a few of them
Okay,
anyway.
okay. Uh, how are we doing on time, Milton?
I as I said, last I checked, I have literally like I last I checked, if the storm carries up, I literally have 3 days, so I'm sweet. I don't know about you.
Oh, wait, 3 days for what?
Once the storm lets up, I'm gonna be meeting a special somebody, and we're going to be having fun.
Well, congratulations, Milton.
Thank you. It's not one to get congratulated on, but thank you.
You're welcome. So, um, um, um,
Oh, it's been a thunderstorm today here,
do you
which
want
is
to hear
always nice.
something? Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Uh, um, and
I hate it when the wolves
hmm,
run away on me.
no, I'm just trying to think. I was gonna have him send you something, but I don't know. I'm just thinking, trying to think. I just don't know how to. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
It's all good.
Trying to think. Uh,
Thinking's a bastard at the best of times. I try not to do that.
uh
I think I've just finished clearing another chunk in my never-ending field.
you're clearing another chunk of what?
I'm clearing about a chunk of about um chunk of about 3,000 blocks. So it's actually multiple Minecraft chunks. Um,
Wow.
by how many? So I can make a field. So I can end up making a maze and a cocoa garden.
Oh,
I want to mass supply chocolate chip cookies to the point where I can literally make a pyramid of double cheese full of them.
wow.
Like I'd have to make like a big stone pyramid, and I'm not going to make it too big. I'm going to make it like big, but not big, and I'm going to line the whole outside of it with double cheese. Or preferably actually maybe shulker boxes might be the good way to go. Like I'll make a cobblestone pyramid and then cover it with shulker boxes. I
Oh.
was going to fill them all up with cookies.
So, you know, I always I always wondered, Milton. I mean, in the movie Casper, you remember when Catherine died, the one that was left the will of the manor, uh, she became a ghost. But remember when she gets that guy out the window, we don't know what happens to him. Either he survived and he continued being like a lawyer, which I think he was, and or he became a ghost, and we don't know what happened after that. I was always surprised that he didn't pop in any other Casper things. He could have, you know, he could have, been in the background, maybe like in like a coming out of the hospital, all bandaged up, or I don't know. Like they could have put him in something, but I was always surprised. I mean, think about it. Uh,
I like
he was
I
in the
like to think
first. Yeah.
I like to think Casper has him in the basement, right? The guy's still alive, right? But his
Uh,
arms and legs are horribly deformed because Casper's used them to bend around the chair and things, and he's tied him up there. Casper force feeds him cockroaches to keep him alive because that's a good source of food. And Casper slowly tortures him every night. No, just kidding.
Milton, PG-13.
Come on, that was funny.
full of fiber, but yeah, well, I'd say it. I'd say it. I think it was educational. But I will say he put up with a lot of crap from a. Oh, is that word okay to say?
Yeah, crap. You can look. I've said worse. Calm down.
Okay, okay. He put up with a lot from her when he told her off. That was the first time he told her off. So I don't know if he really deserved, if he would have deserved that by Casper. But really, for anybody that just watched the movie, I don't really think I don't really think they got closure on all of it. I mean, we don't know if they grew up and got married. I mean, Cat might have married Casper later on. We don't know. But do you know what I would really hate? What?
I like to think the day after Casper is turned back into a human, it's the day. The next day, he was walking along the road, forgot to check for cars, and then he became a ghost again.
Who?
Wasn't there a scene in the? If it's the movie I'm thinking of, wasn't there a scene in the movie where at the end of it, Casper is turned into a boy again?
Yes, but then after he kisses the daughter of the psychiatrist, then he turns back into a ghost.
Oh, that's sad. That's worse than what I was thinking. Oh, that's cruel. Like, yay, I'm alive again. Just to die.
Yeah. Well, and if you think that's bad, everybody at the dance saw him turn into a ghost, and then he turns around and says, "Boo!" And they all of them, their hair stands up, and they run out of the manor, and that ball that disco ball falls on the ground, and Cat says, "Not bad for my first party, huh?" And then her father says, "It ain't over yet." And then he says, "Boys," and then the ghosts, they all come out, and they're playing these instruments, and they're the ones Stinky ends up singing the solo of the song Casper the Friendly Ghost, but in the style of but it's not Stinky singing it. It's what's his name? I think his name was Little Richard.
Are you telling me you think he's not real?
No, I'm saying I'm trying to remember the name of the artist that did that song of Casper the Friendly Ghost at the end. But it was really interesting, Milton, because it wasn't like the other films where you have the one song and then the orchestra doing it afterward. No, they only have Stinky voiced by this other singer singing the Casper the Friendly Ghost. And then when that's done, then the credits stop, and you find out it was, let's just say, guess what company ended up producing or greenlighting the movie. Guess.
Disney?
Let's just say his first name was Harvey.
Oh.
Yes, that Harvey. Yes. Let's just say he is no longer. Well, let's just say he got in trouble. The Harvey that got in trouble.
Look at the bright side. I'm sure if you think long enough, you'll.
Well,
sorry.
Let's just say. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I know there is a bright side. Yes. So Uh, um. So, out of curiosity, why did you never get a that service I mentioned? Why did you never get a Instagram?
Oh, I think I had an Instagram at one point. They had nobody there to talk to, so I just no interest in it.
Oh, okay.
It's like freaking. I had a Twitter at one point. I don't use it anymore because yeah, none of the people I talk to on a daily basis are there. There were a few people there, but it's like mostly got it just to troll one guy.
Uh, did he kept
It was
going over your? Did he kept going over your bridge?
what? No, it was just to send pictures of gay gnomes to testify,
Oh,
and only to
that's
send pictures.
funny, Bill.
To testify.
That's funny,
Other people
Milton.
so other people tried using it. It's like, no, I want to send pictures of gay gnomes and speedos to testify. That's the only thing I want it for. You'll be surprised how often you come across very questionable gnomes when you look up gnomes online. It's like, but gnomes are pretty cool normally. What other random shit do I do? The amount of random crap I do is hilarious. I just do random crap.
Well, if I did that, I would need lots of pairs of underwear. So I make sure I only do ones when I'm around the toilet.
Poop jokes.
Uh,
Stable comedy.
don't get me started on stables, Milton.
That's why I use the word stable.
Okay.
That was a poop joke.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really mature.
What?
I'm really mature. You can tell because I had to state that I'm really mature.
Oh. Um.
Look, burning down the rainforest is really hard in Minecraft.
Well, then what's your opinion on Ferngully the Last Rainforest?
It's be burnt down. I don't know what that is.
You haven't watched the film Ferngully the Last Rainforest?
I live in a subtropical rainforest. I don't want to know more about wet stuff.
Well, then you're in luck. If you ever want to watch a Robin Williams film you haven't seen, watch that. He's in it.
Robin Williams films make me sad now.
Yeah, yeah. But he was a good actor, right?
Yeah, he was good in certain roles.
Yeah. I actually liked him in Popeye. How about you?
I didn't see him in Popeye. I saw one of them where he was playing a serious role in that whole scene of
Yeah.
it's not your fault. It's like that is like that is a pretty powerful scene. It's weird. It's weirdly like I'm not in a weird way. I'm simultaneously not sure if it was appropriate to film that or not because that is actually a technique to get people to just start accepting crap in their life.
What was the name of the film?
I forget what it is, but it's that one where they go Captain, my Captain, and crap.
Oh, yes, that one. That one. That is the one where he's the teacher. Yes, yes. Man, that was the first film. The weird thing is, first I saw all of that 70s show, and then I watched that film. And it was interesting to see Red that young, you know?
Oh my
And
goodness,
he
that is
was,
the
Yeah, that's Red, the father of from Eric. Yeah, Eric's father on that '70s show. Yep.
Ironically, despite my feelings about stoners, I do watch the '70s show. My feelings about stoners is they need to get a haircut and get a real job. I mean, who walks around with long hair like that? None of them.
And well, and what I gotta warn you, they came out with a sequel. The sequel is called "Get Ready for the Worst Name Ever." That '90s show.
Actually, yeah, I kind of want to watch that because it's like that's the era I grew up in. Like, I keep hearing
It's
it's not.
yeah. I will say it is really good, but I'm saying they could have done a better name. You know.
Uh,
Um.
uh, Making a sequel of it that is that '70s show, that is that '90s show, and they like do one every 20 years or so. That's actually not too bad. They could actually continue it on indefinitely doing that. Because yeah,
Yeah. Um.
because '70s, '80s,
Um.
'90s, yeah, because the show came out in the '90s, so yeah.
Uh, I. But they. It's. I've seen it. It's really good. And there's this one. Oh my god. There's a. You actually get a flashback from a previous season, from a previous episode of, because you see Fez and he's talking about he misses how it was, and you actually get and it's when he's in a circle, but in the '90s, and he gets this flashback of from when he was in a circle in the '70s, and so they show that episode again, and it's really good because you get to see one of those circles of when they're in the circle of the, where they're going from one to the other, to the other, to the other. You get to see that again. They bring back one of those, like old footage, and he's remembering it. And then at the end, he sees Donna, and oh my god, he sees Donna as she is in real life, like modern. And oh my god, it's so cute, their interaction. It's like straight out of, it's like you're back in, never mind, I won't spoil it. I'll just say that scene's my favorite of the ones I've seen from that show. But I
What
do
I
not like Kelso's son. Kelso's son is even worse than he was.
weird thing is that '70s show is like growing up, except I was down by my little fucking campsite down by the creek over the entirety of summer. But weirdly, that show is like the '70s show is weirdly like, oh yeah, it's like different group of people, but this is like growing up when I grew up. So like I'm weird. I'm kind of curious about the '90s show. I wonder if because I'm wondering if it has the same vibe. Because if it does, it's like, oh fuck yeah, it's like growing up when I grew up.
Yeah.
Like the weird thing is like I've noticed like the only difference really between people growing up and stuff is hear a lot of old timers talking to me about when they grew up, and then a lot of people with my dad's age and that talking about it, and then people my age, and everybody's like comparing all the differences, and it's like, yeah, but it's 99% similarities.
Yeah.
Like you had all the differences. It's like you all got like everybody gets bullied at school. You all got bullied at school. You all got into everybody gets into fights. You all got into fights. You all went down to the local swimming hole to take a swim, and everybody's been out hunting. Everybody's been out firewooding. It's like the only difference is whether or not somebody says, "Oh yeah," and I had to send a text message to mum at the end of the story. You know. Sorry,
Um.
I'm easily. I am going to have to
It's
go on
okay.
mute. I am going to have to
What?
go on mute for a second because I'm going to have to empty the Yellow River.
Okay. To everybody listening, we've returned to the theme song of Waiting on Milton, do do do. Waiting on Milton, what will we do? Waiting on Milton, do do do. Waiting on Milton, what will we do? Waiting, waiting, waiting. Um, so, so, mm, just thinking, just thinking, just thinking. Um, it was a noise of pain, people. A noise of pain. Um, and I think I'll continue on the theme song till, yeah. Waiting on Milton. Do do do. What do you think of your theme song, Milton?
It's don't quit your day job. Just kidding. It's
Well,
pretty good.
I only sing it when we're waiting for you. That's all.
Ugh. Oh, my back.
I've been there, Milton. I've been there. I was just adjusting my back too. Yes, I get those pains too, Milton. Yes.
Climbing over my pillow fortress to get to my TV.
So you could put in your dating profile that you climbed the Rockies.
I climbed the pillow fortress. The mountains of soft, scream couch cushions that I stole from the room. Yes, because a
Man,
manly man has a pillow fortress.
uh,
God,
did you ever
it's
listen
actually...
to what?
Sorry, this is complimenting. It's cold for once. Like, my house is really good when I dry it out. Fell asleep to the dehumidifier going yesterday in the air conditioning unit. It's like, wow, my house is actually warm when it's dry. Not sure if I like it.
So that's the noise I hear in the background.
Oh no, that could be my PlayStation. Sorry about that. I might be able to fix that.
Oh, so you're pro PlayStation.
I'm just playing the Minecraft. Give me a sec. I'll fix my mic.
Okay.
Yeah. Ta-da! Speakerphone.
Better.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on the Discord, so let me know if there's any issues with my audio or anything, because I'm on a Samsung Galaxy. There shouldn't be any issues.
Oh. Um. So what's your favorite PS Plus game that you've got off of there?
I'm gonna sound so childish if I admit to this, but it would have my favorite one at the moment for PlayStation Plus, which is just a free one I got off there, it would have to be Adventure Time Pirates of Ooh.
Oh.
My current favorite game overall would have to be Cyberpunk. And I do
Oh.
like Immortals Phoenix Rising when I'm in the mood for it.
The graphics were really interesting on that one. I I will say I like the one where you're running a lot.
Is that Sonic?
You No, the there's a type of running where you're running across buildings.
Sounds like
It's
it might be fun.
yeah, it's like speed running.
I mostly stated games with good character creators on them because then they got
Um,
replayability.
this game
Play
actually
with
did have this game actually did have replayability. I can't think of what it's called. It's where you ran a lot. It was like where you jump from one building to the next, and you had a time limit of how long you had to get there. Mirror's Edge, I think it was called.
Oh, I've heard things about that game.
Yeah, the sequel was pretty good, but the who was the villain? That was predictable. I was like, really? Half an hour in, and nobody else can tell this guy is a. Never mind. I won't spoil it for you. All I will say is it gets to where you can spot who the villain is, and nobody else spots it. That's one thing I really didn't like about the game. The story's good, the character's good, but you could tell who the bad guy is in like the first half hour.
Bad guy's always me. Wow.
Well, I do you mind if I give a little hint?
Yeah, if you want. Like, I'm not afraid of spoilers.
Oh, he's the only one that's always in the right place at the always in the right place at the right time, and he's the only one wearing shades. He always he looks just like Wessler from he looks like he's the son of Wessler from the first Resident Evil game.
Yeah, I don't trust this Whistler.
Yeah.
Whistler.
I forget how people say his name, but he was the one character in the Resident Evil movies that was in that one with the ship, remember? Where he's down in the basement of the ship, sitting on that throne.
Ooh, that throne. Ooh. I got a throne. It's in
And
my
the what?
bathroom.
Well, I call mine a porcelain goddess, but hey, to each their own.
Whoa, you don't want to shit on a goddess.
Well, hey, after what was done to me, I earned the right, buddy.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. And for all people listening in the future or talking about the toilet, that's another name for the toilet.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Oprah Winfrey.
Nope, nope. We were talking about the toilet. Yeah, because it's made of porcelain. It's a very
I thought we
old
were just.
term. Nope.
I thought we were talking about Oprah Winfrey because she's always full of shit. What? And
I
you
have
get a car.
opinions, but I do have opinions, but I will not say them on here. But um, but
I think I have too many opinions. That's my opinion on it.
well, nothing wrong with having too many opinions.
I don't
Well,
know. That means that
that's
I'm
what I think.
focusing on stuff.
Yeah, you're educated.
I wouldn't go that far.
Opinionated? How about opinionated?
Yeah, you know me. I'm always judging. You're judging.
Judging what?
That's the thing. Only you knew what I was judging. Then you'd all be afraid. Nah, just kidding.
Now you got me interested.
You're calling me out on my bullshit, man. I don't like this. Wouldn't have enough 3 fort to judge anything.
Don't mean to make you uncomfortable, Milton.
No, please do. God, that's half the fun in life.
You
Got
can be
people uncomfortable. It
confusing a
means
bit.
they're lame. What's that?
What? What were you
I don't
saying? We
know.
were talking at the same time.
I just said if you're making people uncomfortable, that means you're alive. I think I got a massive delay on my end. I'm sorry about that.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just about filled in another section to make interfield. Just got to kill like 300 and something trees. This one was quick because I wasn't cutting through a mountain.
oh.
It takes forever when you're cutting through mountains in this game. When you're just covering
I
an
always
ocean, it's
found,
pretty.
I find
Sorry.
it interesting how people have, feel like people have made maps of Hogwarts. They've made maps of all these different interesting places in that game. And they've done tons of videos on all these locations that they've made maps on. I'm surprised at how much detail they've put into those recreational maps, Milton. What's your opinion
I know,
on that?
like, oh, it's amazing because like I've had issues with just making Greek temples and stuff. I
But
got
when they
accurate
show,
recreation doing something.
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
but when they show the explicit detail these people go into, it's mind blowing.
Yeah, the details, like, I hate saying this. The details are a sign that somebody doesn't have a life, but like, it's so freaking amazing. They need to get a girlfriend, but it's still freaking amazing.
Yeah,
Amount of free time virgins have is horrendous.
I know,
Almost
I
like
know
it's
what you mean, Milton. I know what you mean, Milton. Heck, I bought. No, no, no. What I mean is, not having the time for it. I actually had bought one of those Call of Duty games, and I was trying to get into it, but I just didn't have the time, Milton. Those games are so time consuming.
I'm all hey, I'm all about wasting time, but god damn it, sometimes wasting time is just too much. My
Right,
preferred
right,
method of
right.
wasting time is go on the YouTube and play video games.
Oh, um,
Yeah. You got PS4, I mean you can play games to use sometime if you want.
um, um.
Like we can play what's it called? Grand Theft Auto. We can make a private room and play in that.
Oh, good lord! They've changed it so much from the original base game, Milton. It's outrageous. You're on there long enough. In the PS5 version, they've now it's like they charge you for all this other stuff too. The longer you're on there, they even charge you for utilities now.
Yeah, I can't play with PS5 people with it because I don't have one of them yet. But I can play PS4 with people.
Yeah, the but the PS5 version of the game you're talking about, they've I don't like the upgrades on it, but they've just made it more to where they could charge you for the most ridiculous things on there. The upgrades to the game, like, but with the so it's like you have to do more missions to earn more money because these things come out of your account that they do not on the PS4 version. So yeah, but people, I don't think most people notice it because they're busy doing missions and stuff. But it's just the sort of thing that once you hear, you can't unhear, you know. But yeah,
Well, we all
so
know how gaming developers work. We're going to make a game and then we're going to milk it for 25 years and make another game. And then if anybody complains, we're going to say it's difficult to make games, even though other game developers can pump them out every couple of years or so. And we're
well,
used to it.
let me educate you, Milton. First, first Grand Theft Auto 5 came out for the Xbox 360 and the PS3, and then it came out for the PS4 and the PS4 Pro and the no, that was I think that was an upgrade. Like I think a digital copy, I think. But and it came out for the Xbox and it's and then so on the so besides PlayStation, it came on the Xbox and the Xbox. So no, it came out on the Xbox 360, then the Xbox One, and then they came out with the Xbox Series X version, and then they came out with the PS5 version and Xbox version. So they've on each console they've been coming out with it on all these consoles, and it's like everybody wanted Grand Theft Auto 6, but they came out with it. Grand Theft Auto 5 again for all the new consoles. And people still bought it, Milton. People still bought it.
I will put it this way: if you're tolerating a game company producing a game and then it going from, say, PS3 to PS4 to PS5, and they still haven't made the next edition of it, although they keep promising it, and they're still trying to sell you the first game that they made over 15 years ago. I think I think maybe you're getting ripped off. I think you're getting ripped off at 5 years, to be quite honest, because I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's like they can start developing a game the moment they release a game. They can start developing the next one.
Well, it gets worse, Milton. So before Red Theft Auto 5, they came out with Red Dead Redemption. Do you remember?
Yes.
Well, then after Red Theft Auto 5, they came out with Red Dead Redemption 2. And it was going really good for a while. And they were doing annual updates, they were doing all this stuff. And then, like a year or two ago, they started taking people away that were working on the online section. And then you start seeing less updates and less new missions. And it just became so dull. Like you kept getting the same missions over and over again. It just they kept taking people away to work more on the to work back on the Grand Theft Auto 5 network. New missions, new different things, and those were the same creators that ended up working on the newest updates to Grand Theft Auto 5. the new storylines and all that. Those were the people that have been doing the storylines to the Red Dead Redemption 2 online. You know, those little, that stuff. They took those people and got those to do the added content, the stories, and all that other stuff for the little additions to the Grand Theft Auto 5 story that they come out with every so often. So that's why you heard so many people so upset with with what's happened to the servers of the Red Dead Redemption 2.
Like I understand that people need to take a break every now and again from working on projects and shit. But it's like, why don't they just switch teams around? Go, oh yeah, we want
But
a
the
little
re-
bit of say Grand Theft Auto vibes in this one. Okay, we'll get a select number of people from here, switch them around. So we're not switching the whole team around all at once, and then we'll range cycle throughs as long as everybody's keen on it. So people that don't want to be cycled through are the permanent members. It's like that can work, but turning around and going, oh yeah, we're just gonna focus all our attention on this and then focus all our attention on that. It's like that means that you're just making multiple subpar products, to be quite honest, because you're not focusing on both products at once, and you are trying to produce, you're trying to present multiple different products, and you want your game to be long term. You have to, for the long term, be adding new story. You have to, for the long term, be upgrading graphics, and you have to, for the long term, I know this is going to sound silly, keep adding in aesthetics, because yeah, the game isn't just about aesthetics, but it isn't. But it isn't not about aesthetics. It's not just about story, but it isn't not about story. It isn't, and it isn't just about keeping it fresh, but it isn't not about keeping it fresh. You got to have everything in tandem. Because
Mhm.
honestly, I'm not going to play the storyline in a game unless I want some. Unless it's like, oh yeah, I might get something cool at the end of this. I don't know what, but I might get something cool at the end of this. Might get a cool hat, but if I'm lucky, I might get a cool new outfit for my character. Then my character can be fresh and I can mess things up. But I'm also not going to play it if I'm playing the same story over and over again because it's just going to get boring. And yeah, I'm not. And it's like I'm also not going to play it as if the graphics keep getting more and more outdated. And like we're playing place like if you're playing Grand Theft Auto, congratulations, you're playing Grand Theft Auto. You're playing a PS3 game on your PS5, a PS3 game. You're playing Red Dead Redemption. Congratulations. You're playing another game that's over a decade out of date.
Yeah, yeah,
Great.
and
Yeah.
yeah, you won't believe what was in the updates, Milton. The As you know, the updates used to be like new storylines to the Red Dead Redemption 2 multiplayer game and all this other cool stuff. But now they got it to where like the updates are just like, oh, a new pair of boots. Now you can get the boots you love in red, or oh, you can get the boots in black. Hey, you want this new belt? It used to be interesting, but yeah, and I only I don't yeah, I still follow it, but I don't play that one for a while. I had this really weird thing happen to me in that game. I had somebody that might it was a really weird experience, but I also had another weird experience in Red Dead Auto 5, but it was really different. I don't know what it is, but I tend to attract different types of people, Milton. But
Oh,
I don't know that.
what was really funny in Red Dead Redemption? Right? This 12-year-old kid, he sounded like a Texan, right? Walked up to my character, went and stick him up. Right. And I went, okay, screw this. The Western rules are if you draw a gun on somebody, they're going to shoot you. So I shot him. So he started shooting me back, and he started calling me a crazy B word and a crazy this and a crazy that because my character's a chick on that game, right? And I just kept hunting him and hunting him and hunting him and hunting him until the point I killed the alligator who was hunting him. I let him have it, and then he was like, and then he said, oh, I can't remember what he said. It was a derogatory term, and it was like, screw you. Now I'm gonna just keep. Now I'm gonna keep hunting you and hunting you and hunting you. I think I killed his horse like 16 times before the end of the It was like, yeah, if you're gonna keep insulting somebody that's better than you, just remember they're gonna screw you over. Yet again, I only played that game for a few months and then I stopped. I wouldn't even remember the controls, but it was hilarious because the kid kept the kid kept insulting me to the point where I just kept hounding him. It was hilarious. He thought that he had some sort of one up on me each time. It was like, nope. Like, the thing that freaked him out in the end is they went all the way across the map to a little tavern. So I went all the way across the map and he was like, how did they find me? How did they find me? And I was like, I found you because I was just randomly walking in the same direction. But I didn't say anything. To this day, they're probably like freaking out, like, and I can find them anywhere on the map because, like, I can't remember how many times I stumbled across them in that session, but they ended up going to a different map because because they must have thought I was following them or something. And I wasn't. It's just a
Yeah.
case of like, yeah, I was in the cool area of the map, and they obviously were trying to play the cool area of the map. Point of the matter is, don't mess with me.
Yeah. I had a weird experience in the game. Um, it's so weird. It's like I normally don't play. Well, I'll get into that some other time. But I had a really weird experience in Fallout 3 once, where it's like I know the AI system is not supposed to be so advanced, but I swear there's this one mutant that kept following me at a very like slow pace, and then when I turned around, it was super creepy. It never happened again in the game. Never happened again. But
That could be one of
it's
their
like,
secret Easter eggs too.
oh, but it
They
was
do
just
still
really
got that
weird.
with secret Easter. Oh
Uh,
yeah, at one point in Minecraft they removed it, but there was supposed to be Steve's brother in the game. Now everybody kept going on how Mojang had somebody trapped in the game or something. There was supposed to be a character that you come across that was supposed to interact like semi like another player character, and everybody was freaking out. And there was all these stories that was about it, and it was just an AI. Well, it wasn't even an AI. It was just like a fake another player character. I can't remember what the fuck it was called. And people started freaking out about like you'll come across Steve's brother and he'll come across you and kill you, and it's a real person, blah blah blah. And these creepy pastas written about it. It's just like no, no, no. It was just literally another copy of Steve that you'd come across every now and again with just. It's just basically a random mob. It's not even that advanced. It can't even build anything. It's just Steve running around with a pick, and it will attack you.
uh,
It's like, yeah, they removed
oh,
that.
that reminds me. Yes, I think it was the next day after that weird thing happened. It did say I needed to update it. So yeah, yeah. But man, I never encountered that again. But it was really creepy. I mean, the graphics, I hadn't seen graphics like that ever since the update hit. But I always forgot that it made me update the next day. I always forgot that part until you reminded me. But yeah, it was like really super sharp graphics, and oh, it was really weird. I never seen another mutant grin like that one did. Really creepy. But but
Maybe it was an AI
uh
ghost.
well, from what you described, sounds like it, but it was weird. Nobody really talked about it. It's everyone was all about when are they going to come out with the mods? When are they going to come out with the mods? And then they did, and then they kept saying, when are you going to come out with more? Man, everyone, they did not give the creators any rest. They always were giving feedback to the creators, and they wanted more, more, more.
Honestly, if you're only gonna release one game every fucking generation and call it a game series, you gotta at least be updating the game.
Well, if you think that's bad, remember how long they kept updating Skyrim?
They're still doing it.
Really?
Oh yeah, still trying to sell Skyrim. Like they had
Uh,
a fucking a legacy edition or something like that not too long ago for Skyrim.
yes.
I think it was the
Let me
12th
tell you
birthday
what
or
happened.
something.
Yeah, let me tell you what happened. So I bought the newest edition, and and um, the I tried to load my safe, but it was like it's like it's like you try to load stuff and it says cannot connect to Bethesda servers. So it's like the only way you're able to is if you buy the digital. But I always kept the physical copy, but anything you acquired on the physical copy you can't. It wouldn't let me bring over. So it was just a pain in the butt. But it just was really weird how they treated the save files from the physical copy once Bethesda sold once it sold the company to the other. The but I don't know. Um but
I hate saying this to the gaming companies. You're a cash cow. You're gonna be a cash cow. Be a fuck. Make sure you're a fucking asshole one. Because like, honestly, the game companies are getting more money out of you the more of an asshole you are to them. You're not doing them wrong. They don't care about the game developers. The game developers are they're getting fucked over no matter what.
well, then you'd be proud of me because as soon as I found out they were doing that, meaning as soon as they wouldn't let me use my same save files, I just sold the game because it wasn't the same game anymore. They really changed a lot of the stuff. It's like what they did was they took the base game and they made it so all the add-ons and all the other stuff that people did was like mandatory. And like even when you see it, they'll say brand new look, brand new this and that. But all it is the extra features and extra graphics that these other people did and added to the game. But it just it's technically not the same. It's to me, it's like remember back when they would release a movie on DVD and then it'd be like perfect example, Die Hard. You know how they had like a extra edition of Die Hard 4?
No, because I never watched childish nonsense. I mean, Die Hard's a great movie. Don't attack me.
No,
All
no,
that Die Hard.
I don't mean it in a child nonsense way. All I'm saying is in Die Hard 4, they for the theatrical version, they digitally did not have Bruce Willis get any cuts, scrapes, blood, or nothing. In the unrated version, you get to see whenever he gets cut or bleeds or things like that. So I'm not saying it was nonsense. I'm saying they just didn't show in the theatrical cut whenever he got hurt. They saved all those. They saved all that for the unrated cut. So the unrated cut is the same movie, except you see when he gets hurt, you see when he gets cut, you see him bleeding. That's all the unrated cut is on
But I
Die
want to
Hard
see
4.
Bruce Willis bleeding. I want to see Bruce Willis bleeding because then my life is complete.
Well, then watch that version, the unrated cut, and you'll definitely see that. Let's just say
I
by
didn't
the end
exist to
of
see
it.
something Bruce
But
Willis.
what?
I only exist to see suffering in Bruce Willis. And only
Well,
Bruce
that
Willis.
well, he's getting a lot of that in real life.
Oh no, God, no.
You
I
didn't
was
hear what
just
happened to
joking.
him.
No,
He's
I
really
didn't.
sick. He's really sick.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, can you open in another tab that will not affect this and type in Bruce Willis's condition?
No, but I'll be able to look it up later.
Okay. That's the great thing about the internet. You could always do it later. Don't worry, I'm not saying in the procrastinator way. I'm saying I remember the days when if you wanted to watch a TV show, you had to be home at a certain time. But if you weren't, you missed it. There was no
I
TiVo.
remember.
Yep. Days of the VCR. Yeah.
So are the days of our lives.
Good show. Recently came out
Really?
with a DVD. Yes.
I now judge you profusely.
You
I am
didn't let me
judging you.
finish. You didn't let me
Sorry.
finish. I was gonna say to collect. I have it for the cover. It's beautiful. I didn't even you be proud of me. I didn't even buy both editions. I bought the extra edition that's called Part 1 and Part 2 because it has the prettiest DVD case. I haven't even opened it. So I'm just saying, after all these years, because I did not buy a single magazine, I did not buy a single VHS edition of it. I just when they were coming out with a new edition of it, and it was part one and part two that you could buy individually. I bought the deluxe version that's part one and part two solely because you get the picture of the hourglass and diamonds in the hourglass. So I haven't even watched it, okay? I just
I'm still
it's
I'm still judging you.
oh man. I
I'm
like pretty
judging you.
cases. There's
You're not helping your case. I'm just having you on, man. Like you can judge me for liking the crap I like. I like Gravity Falls and stuff.
that's
I like
actually a good
genuinely
show.
nerdy. Yeah,
Well,
no, I'm just saying I like genuinely nerdy crap. Like Steven Universe, I liked that.
yeah. Well, I will say I like it for a different reason. It's not it's more it's because who I watched it with. It's hopefully you're not judging me too bad.
Like I'm just saying I'm judging you. I'm not actually judging you.
Oh, okay.
The person I do judge is Bruce Willis.
Okay. The hard to believe that Bruce Willis married Demi Moore, who then married Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, I know all those names.
Ashton Kutcher was in that '70s show. He played the one who kissed Pam Macy. Kelso.
I've
A- Ashton
Kelso,
Kutcher
yeah.
played. Yes, yeah. So Bruce Willis's wife married Kelso.
Oh, so that's the old lady that married Kelso.
Yes. And then Kelso cheated on her with the bratty one in from his TV show.
Oh,
The
this
one
is
that,
getting worse and worse.
what's worse?
So he goes out with an old lady just to break the old lady's heart with somebody more in
Yes,
his age group.
yes. What's her name? Oh, Jackie.
Everybody likes
He
Jackie.
married he married Jackie, and they have a kid now. And now Mila Kunis, who played Jackie, kind of accidentally makes fun of Conan O'Brien. But Conan lived for a period of time close to Mila Kunis, and let's just say she was surprised when she found out it was him. Because when he's without all that makeup on, he looks completely different. But
Yeah,
when
makeup on men is gross.
no, on Conan, he looks really different without the makeup. But don't worry, I only found that out from when Mila Kunis talked about it. So, but, um,
I nearly walked into lava. That is the plight of a
like,
Minecrafter.
and also when you're on those pillow forts.
Always teleport into lava. That way you don't.
There's
That way
one
you
time.
stop your adding some everything.
There's a time when I teleported and I was, oh Lord, I got teleported right where those zombies were and I died. Like I would
Do you not like the
load the
zombies?
save file. Like I would load the save files and they, right there they'd be.
Well, see, I got it set so you don't lose your stuff at the moment, so it's all good. Damn it, I destroyed a glowberry. Oh, I think I'm crashing, man. Might have to go. I might have to go. Good night for the night.
Okay. Um.
I'll see how much
Well,
longer I last, but I think I'm crashing.
it's okay. I'll end the stream. But it was good talking to you. Hopefully you'll uh I'll I'll either try to reach out to you or or hopefully you'll keep an eye out for my next stream. Oh, okay.
I'll yeah. When I
Are
wake
you
up a bit more,
subscribed?
I'll say, yeah, I'm subscribed. That's how I found
Oh, okay.
you.
Um,
Subscribe to damn near everybody on YouTube.
uh, oh, wait. Are you subscribed to Brie Larson?
No, I wouldn't. No, I see. Okay, I'll rephrase it. I'm subscribed to nearly every human being. Emphasis
Okay,
on the human being. Yeah, I'm not subscribed to Brie Larson.
okay. um, good night, and I hope you don't fall asleep on your skulls.
I will.
Oh, to each his own. And I
No,
mean
no,
that
my
in a
room
good
is
way.
full, my bedroom has like hundreds of them staring at me.
Oh,
Yeah, good night, man.
well, yep. Bye.